Are you overwhelmed by the complexity of financial planning and wish there was a simple, straightforward way to manage your money? What if I told you there's a single formula that can not only help you take control of your finances, but also set you on a clear path to building real wealth? Well, it's the 50-30-20 rule, a money management strategy so simple you can do the math on a napkin, yet so powerful it can transform your financial future. I'm Will, and I teach people about investing, personal finance, and money. I've walked the path you seek, and today I have several businesses and investments that provide me income every single month, meaning I never have to work another day in my life. If you plan on becoming financially free, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you find this video valuable. In this video, I am going to show you how this easy-to-follow rule can be the cornerstone of your wealth-building journey. Introduced to us by U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren in her book, All Your Worth, The Ultimate Lifetime Money Plan, this rule offers a straightforward way to organize your after-tax income. The beauty of the 50-30-20 rule is its simplicity. Take your after-tax income and allocate it into three major spending buckets. 50% goes to your needs, 30% to your wants, and 20% into savings. By following this easy-to-understand framework, you set yourself up with a practical budget that covers essential expenses, allows for some indulgences, and most importantly, contributes to your future financial stability. It's a balanced approach that you can stick to in the long run to achieve your financial objectives. Now let's discuss each category with details. 50% is for needs. The 50-30-20 rule suggests that 50% of your after-tax income should be dedicated to covering your essential needs. These are the bills you absolutely cannot dodge. They're crucial for your day-to-day living and overall well-being. These costs include your housing, whether it's rent or a mortgage payment, as well as any car payments you have. Then, of course, there are groceries. Everyone needs to eat. You'll also need to factor in healthcare costs and insurance premiums, be it for your car, home, or life. Don't forget about utilities, gas, electricity, water, and sometimes even things like internet and phone plans fall under this category. If you have debts, the minimum payments on those also count as needs. When you sit down to really look at these numbers, if you find that you're spending significantly more than half of your after-tax income on these necessities, it's an indicator that you might need to make some lifestyle changes. This could mean taking drastic steps like moving into a more affordable living situation or trading in your car for something that doesn't strain your monthly budget. Smaller, everyday changes like using public transit instead of driving, especially if work or other frequent destinations are easily accessible, can also make a difference. Cooking at home instead of dining out can also save a considerable amount over time. The core idea is to keep these essential expenditures in check. If they balloon beyond 50% of your income, other financial goals and quality of life aspects could suffer. Your ability to save and invest for the future or even enjoy present-day leisure activities could become compromised. So being mindful of keeping your needs within this 50% framework is a foundational step in achieving long-term financial stability and prosperity. The next portion is 30% for wants. The next part of the financial plan, according to the 50-30-20 rule, is the wants, taking up 30% of your after-tax income. This is the fun stuff, the extras that aren't essential for survival but often make life more enjoyable. Here's where you can allow yourself some luxuries, within reason, of course. This could mean anything from dining out at restaurants to buying tickets to sporting events or going on vacations. These are not necessities, but they do contribute to your quality of life. Think of the wants as all those things that you could technically live without, but choose to indulge in for your own personal satisfaction. When you're at the grocery store, for instance, choosing a fancy cut of steak over a basic hamburger falls into this category. If you're a car enthusiast, splurging on a Mercedes instead of sticking with a more economical Honda is a want. Even your entertainment choices, like opting for a cable TV subscription over just a free antenna, fit in here. Similarly, if you decide to buy the latest smartphone, even though your current one works perfectly fine, that's also a want. High-speed internet that goes beyond your basic needs, new clothes that you don't necessarily need, Handbags, jewelry, and other non-essential accessories, these all fit neatly into the wants category. Remember, this category isn't about splurging every last dime of the 30%. It's about making choices that add to your life, but still being conscious of not tipping over the balance. The wants make life enjoyable, but they should never push out the essentials or cripple your financial future. It's all about finding that harmony between enjoying the present while being prepared and stable for the future. Lastly, we have 20% for savings. The last slice of the financial pie to the 50-30-20 rule is allocating 20% of your net income for savings and investments. This is a very important part of your financial well-being, acting as a safety net for unexpected life events as well as a foundation for future financial freedom. At the very least, aim to accumulate an emergency fund that can cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This fund serves as a financial cushion in case you lose your job, face medical emergencies, or encounter other unplanned expenses. Once your emergency fund is robust, the focus should shift to other forms of savings and investments. This could include contributions to an individual retirement account, IRA, or a mutual fund, investing in the stock market, or even setting aside money for long-term investments like real estate. Another important aspect is paying down debt. Making more than the minimum payments on loans or credit cards can save you money in interest over the long term. If you ever find yourself dipping into your emergency fund, prioritize replenishing it as soon as you can. An adequately funded emergency account is your first line of defense against life's financial uncertainties. The importance of having a healthy savings account can't be overstated. Unfortunately, many Americans struggle with savings. As of 2023, the average personal savings rate in the United States was a mere 4.1%. The 50-30-20 rule aims to change that, encouraging people to manage their money in a way that not only allows for current spending, but also prepares them for future financial needs. Okay, now for the most important part of this video: how to implement this in your life. Adopting the 50-30-20 budget rule doesn't have to be overwhelming. It's all about understanding your financial patterns and taking small, calculated steps to improve them. Here's how you can make this rule work for you. Start by tracking your expenses. Before you can manage your finances, you need to understand them. Spend a month or two recording every expense to see where your money is going. Categorize these expenses into needs, wants, and savings. Knowing how your current spending aligns with the 50-30-20 breakdown is essential for determining how to adjust your habits going forward. You can easily track this information using spreadsheet software like Microsoft Excel. Know your income. To allocate percentages to different categories, you have to know what percentage of what amount. Make sure you have a clear understanding of your net income, the money that actually lands in your bank account after all deductions like taxes. Once you have that figured out, you can more accurately split it between needs, wants, and savings. Focus on your essential costs. Pay attention to the non-negotiable costs in your life: rent or mortgage, utility bills, groceries, insurance, and debt repayments. These are the costs that you have to bear no matter what. They often take up a significant portion of your budget, so it's crucial to know what they are and how much they cost. If you lock yourself into long-term commitments like a lease, remember that your flexibility to change these costs might be limited. Set up automated savings. Automating your savings makes sticking to this budget much easier. Set up your bank account to automatically transfer a specific amount to your savings or investment account each month. This way, you're freeing yourself from the mental burden of remembering to make the transfer. At the end of the day, consistency is key for the 50-30-20 rule to make a real difference. You need to commit to it long term. Keep an eye on your spending and avoid the temptation to exceed your budget or deviate from your percentage allocations. Each month, revisit your budget, adjust your spending limits, and aim to stay consistent. This isn't just a one-time activity, but an ongoing process that can help you build a more secure financial future. Check out this video next if you're serious about financial freedom and want to put a solid plan in place to achieve your financial goals.